At a house party one time, Kush was passed out upstairs.
The man was long gone, he missed all of this.
He was sunk into a sofa chair. What was he saying? He's a god of speed or some shit.
Gosh, Kush thought he was a god that night.
He was on his ones.
No, I'm Old Testament. You know what I mean? Like
Classics.
Old Faithful.
classic. Yeah. I mean, they're all Old Testaments now, aren't they? But
Welcome back to Critical Banter, where we take the best bits from your favorite late night shows and package them into a podcast. We're on a roll, boys. We had Neil, we had Kush, now we have a third guest.
Huge.
Today we have comedian, producer, fellow podcaster, and I would like to say friend of the show, Chillzy on. As per usual, we will reach around him and we will play the fan favorite game, Bullslut. Before that, wrap the week, we got me and Miguel. We have a recurring guest in Kush.
What's up?
And we have Seni.
G'day, boys. Obviously, no Rohit here today.
Let's just preface real quickly. I'm at the high table.
I know, you've been upgraded. You have actually been upgraded.
It's like King Arthur. I've been moved.
Rohit is no longer welcome at the round table.
Exactly.
So if you are on YouTube, you'll notice that Rohit has a nice beard today. How does it feel, Kush, to be moved up to the main table?
I gotta say it's very narrow. I have a lot of space over there.
How does it feel? More importantly, how does it feel to be sitting in Rose's seat?
Yeah, that's
We had to clean it before, disinfect it, this area.
I had to full alcohol the wipes, get him all over the microphone, clean that up.
No, but seriously, he's a disgusting man.
He
So
is.
if you're on YouTube, you can see we have mugs. They're for props, but not for Ro. He takes out his Invisalign every week and just plonks it in. So if you look in that mug, Kush, there's some sort of rank
residue
in there. I wouldn't really touch that or be near it.
I think if you touch it, you turn into the Hulk.
Yeah, he's like a cat who licks his own asshole.
Hey, we don't tell the listeners what he does in his spare time.
Yeah, you actually can't see, but Ro actually slobbers all over the mic. So
Kush has to do a lot of editing.
we had to come 2 hours before just to clean all this. So Kush would be happy to sit there. But no, Ro isn't here today, and there is a good reason why.
My condolences.
That's why I'm wearing black today, boys. It's a sad day for myself and for Ro.
Do we not respect Ro?
Yeah, exactly. Here I am in blue.
we're in cheerful colours.
As we spoke in the last few weeks, we've been, after our match fixing saga on the OzTag, we've been giving weekly updates of where we're at with that. And the last time we spoke about it, we were up to the semi-final stage. We had somehow shithoused our way.
Yep.
And so far, our match fixing has been working. And so we were very proud of it, kind of. And so we came to the week of the semi-final, which was actually 2 weeks ago. And as well, many of our listeners who do live in Sydney know that it's been fucking torrentially raining in Sydney non-stop. Actually, I was at a pub last night and it started raining again and someone said, gather 2 of every animal, I've got the ark ready. So it is like biblical levels of rain.
I will be stealing that if it rains sometime.
It was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. And so yeah, it's been raining horrendously for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and so our semi-final got rained out, and as we discussed, we were coming first, and so our glorious leader who runs our competition said, all right, we're going straight to grand finals then. Don't worry about semis. Don't waste our time with that bullshit. Going straight to finals. First v second, let's go. And so here we go. This is it. Yeah. Exactly what we wanted. We wanted to play the team that was coming second. I'll preface all cards on the table. It was an all-girls team. And so we were a mixed team, boys and girls. They were all girls. So we're this is it. This is the ideal final. These guys, we beat them.
Why would it be ideal?
Why was that a preface?
It was ideal because
we beat them comfortably the last time we played them.
And that would be the only reason.
That would be the absolute only reason.
And being an all-girls team is just a fun tidbit.
It was a fun tidbit because, respect to them. Less. They were a good team. They're a very good team, I will say. An excellent team, if anything, So us beating them was a big deal last time.
Yeah.
So we came to the final and there was a bit of 50-50 in the team. Half of us, actually no, that's a lie.
It wasn't 50-50 from what
99% of us wanted the rain to continue, so it would get rained out and we would just win automatically.
Yep, fair enough.
That's the logical thing. If the grand final gets rained out, you give it to the team coming first. But there was only one man and one man alone in the team who wanted to play. He wanted us to win and earn that victory by merit. And that man, of course, was Rohit, our fearless leader. And so he got his wish. He prayed to Jesus, and Jesus said, "Come forward, my son." And he actually brought forward the sun, and the sun was out for a couple of days. And we did play our grand final 5 days ago on Tuesday, 6 days ago. Manny, you came to watch.
You know, they welcomed the boys. Everyone came.
It's a grand final, right? You got to bring the whole posse.
Yeah.
So we brought, at least 10, maybe 15 even people come down to watch. It was a decent crowd.
A lot of people that got kicked out of the team to get better players in, the likes of me.
Yeah, it's business, So, we lined up against them and we were doing pretty well. First half we were up. We were up. It was a good solid. It was a hard game, I have to say. We hadn't run in 3-4 weeks and I think these guys had trained a couple of times, so they were fit.
Yep.
We were not fit at all, but we were somehow hanging on. We were winning.
Halftime was 4-3 your way, I believe.
We come off. We're like, all right, guys, really good stuff. Let's just keep it up. Just more of the same the second half, and we got this. So we were,
Rohit was in the huddle.
We're all
keep doing what you're doing. Easy win here today.
He had to say it. He had to say it. My lord, we walked out for the second half. It was like Bambi on ice. We completely forgot how to play. We were dropping the ball. We couldn't tag. Kush, the end score was 10-4. We didn't even score in the second half. They just ran right through us.
11-4.
11-4. Jesus Christ. It was horrendous. It was, heads were down. Suicidal comments were made. Morale was low.
How was Ro after?
We haven't seen him since. So, I haven't heard or seen from him since Tuesday night. So if anyone's out there and has seen Rohit, please let us know. Tell us if he's okay, alive.
Maybe this is a lesson for him. The ego has to, he's had his highs, but now he has to go to his lowest point to learn from his mistakes.
Exactly. Minor setbacks for major comebacks.
The only issue is that he did it to 10 others in the team.
More than that, actually. There's 15 of us.
Okay, there you go.
Imagine 4-3 up at halftime. Lost
it, just
11-4.
20 more minutes is all we had to survive.
They lost 8-0 in that second half.
They had
score once.
one sub. We had 5 subs. So it wasn't even a fitness issue. They were just better than us.
It's an excellent team,
It was an excellent team, which is why the rest of us were praying for the rain. Just give us the easy win.
Fun tidbit. If you've listened to all the episodes, you'll notice Rohit doesn't swear.
Yeah.
He's a man who doesn't cuss, he's a man of God.
He's a man of God.
But my Lord, when that 6th try in the second half went in, I was hearing God blasphemy from his mouth.
Every slur under the sun was coming out of his mouth.
He was barking at everyone. My God.
He was having a go at some minorities. It was quite frankly, out of pocket if you ask me. I had to calm him down like, mate, this is Australia in 2022. You can't be having a go at the Sudanese like this.
South Sudanese.
He was very specific about it.
It is a heat of the moment thing. When you're a captain, you got the responsibility. I remember back in high school, I played ultimate frisbee. I was the captain of the B team there, fellas.
Yeah.
I went to the finals. I lost. We lost. The responsibility goes on you.
It's on your shoulders.
Exactly.
I will give Rohit this. He did show leadership.
He did.
With 6-0 down, he was the only one still keen to fire up. Heads
I was going to say, everyone else kind of just gave up.
Head dropped.
I'll say.
Everyone's head dropped, but Rohit was there.
He was still out there, still running hard, still knocking girls over for no reason. Gave away a couple of penalties.
That was not a joke. He did knock a girl over and showed no remorse.
Game's a game.
Game's a game. You know what? I thought it was fair game.
The funniest thing was afterwards, we went to dinner, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to a place and got cheap pizzas and shit. And the pizza wasn't up to scratch. So Rohit, he picked up a slice and then all the toppings slid off. So he was just holding bread and he just fucking slammed it down. But the thing is, 4 of us were sharing this pizza. So he just took his anger on the food. And I'm like, brother, come on. You don't need to take your anger on the food.
That is
you can just make it like the olden days. Take your anger out on your woman, bro. It's fine.
Oh my God.
That is a great metaphor though. That game, slices there, then it all
tumble away.
Right. Please reach out to us.
Come home, brother, please.
There's 3 of us.
We are worried. Alrighty, boys. Massive guest this week. And as we always do, we start with the numbers because, as we always say, we are only defined by our numbers here. 1.8K Instagram followers. He runs 4 weekly comedy shows in Sydney, including Kneel Down and Friends. 5, but we'll get to that. Magic Mike Comedy, Harry's Comedy, and ID Comedy Club, plus another one. Is that correct? We can plug that in a second. And he produces numerous comedy podcasts, including The Mug Off, Tremendous, and Sore Leg Club. Welcome to the podcast, Chillzy.
Has anyone ever given themselves a round of applause?
I'll give you one.
A lot of people have, a lot of guests have actually said our intros, are beautiful because basically all we do is just, wank you off for a bit, and everyone enjoys that. So that's what we do here.
I mean, everyone does enjoy getting wanked off. That's probably I've done multiple podcasts, man, and that one's probably the best intro I've ever had.
Oh, stop it, Chillzy, stop it.
Done your research. Got the numbers. Up to date, I believe. I haven't checked, but
up to date as of 10 minutes ago, so it's correct.
Yeah, I watched last week's episode with Neil, and it's when you say we're going to do the numbers 1.8K on Instagram, and then just move on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, damn it. With Neil, it's like he's got 1 million on Facebook, 2 million on TikTok.
Dude, Neil had so many numbers. We didn't know, do we say all of it, some of it? Yeah.
We started feeling bad because we didn't have numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You know what's crazy about that, man? I can't remember when it was, maybe a year or two ago. I was the one that convinced Neil to get on TikTok. So he was like, it's all about, isn't it for kids? Isn't it for kids? And I sort of pitched, kids now, say they're 16, 17, a year or two, build an audience on it, then they're going to become paying customers.
Yeah.
That's his biggest platform.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's got over 1 million followers on TikTok. Yeah. And to be honest, we didn't go on TikTok for a while because I also thought
it was the same story. I had to convince these. Me and Kush had to convince Sen and Rose.
I thought it was just where kids dance, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna end up on the list.
Yeah, and then you logged in, and then you scrolled 5 times,
and I saw the baddies,
girls dancing, and you signed up straight away.
And I have been hooked ever since. As we start with all of our interviews, mate, we asked all our guests this question. What is your rarest moment?
Yeah, I saw you boys doing this. Look, I've got heaps of rare moments, if anyone who follows me would know. But something I've been doing recently, right? This is since the first lockdown. I started going op shopping and buying just random jewelry at op shop.
Oh my God, another one.
Yeah, and then hanging it on this. I got it on Amazon. I'll show you here.
Here we go.
Oh, is this a plug? Oh.
It's not a plug. But
oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
All yeah, it looks cool, but it's all dead people's jewelry.
Oh. Okay. You conveniently left that part out.
I was wondering when the rare stuff would come in.
Do you actually wear the stuff, or is it just for show?
It's not even for show. It's literally just for my...
Your own sick pleasures.
All of it's ridiculous. This giant green skull ring, it only fits. I'm wearing that out. Look at that. What's that?
That's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. That's impressive.
But the green and you're not seeing it properly, Sammy. Look at it.
I might wear it. And there's a few pieces that are the cupboard and stuff, but what happened to start that? It just was we were in an op shop, me and my partner, and then we grabbed I'm buying all this jewelry for $10 each, and then now it's just become an addiction.
It's a personality trait.
Yeah.
Buying dead people's jewelry.
Surely the next step is you start going to funerals and you take jewelry off the dead bodies themselves for free. Save yourself the money.
Save yourself $10.
Cut out the mediator.
Grave robbing.
Funeral crashes instead of wedding crashes.
Yeah.
Lean over and take the ring off.
Sorry for your loss, but hey, that ring looks nice.
I've actually got this tree from Amazon. I put a jewelry on.
I think this is for no one.
I have to say that actually is probably up there with one of the rarest ones we've heard.
Yeah,
buying dead people jewelry, and not even to wear it, just for your own.
There's no reason behind it. It's just had to have.
Literally, man. When I was watching your pod and I thought about oh God, what am I going to have for the rarest moment? I was like, oh man, there is a few little mid-level stuff, but that is within the last year or so that's been happening, and I only realized that when I watched the pod and realized I was coming on, I was like, oh God,
this is not normal.
He realizes sins.
I'm not stopping. I'm going to double down so that in a year from now, I'll come back on the pod and I'll have a fucking Christmas tree.
I'm actually very excited to see where this goes. So we'll keep updates on this one. So obviously you're a comedy producer. So obviously we like to go back here. You know, we want to get to know the real Chillzy. So you told us that you grew up in Western Sydney. So what was it about Western Sydney that traumatized you enough to get into comedy and, you know, pursue a career in the arts?
I love the way that's phrased. I grew up in Seven Hills, right? And Seven Hills, Blacktown,
lovely area,
like Kellyville, yeah, the area.
The area.
It's like one of those things, especially when I grew up. Like I'm 30 now. When I was like 15 to 20, right? Yeah, 15 to 19. It was like we'd all go to house parties, and that was it. Because there's nothing out there. There's no like, yeah. It's like, I mean, back then there wasn't. Now that you got shit like Hillsong and whatever.
in place of the party,
Exactly.
Hillsong.
Throwing shade, but throwing allegations. But there's a new doco coming out about them. But yeah, man. So there was nothing on. We used to just go to house parties, right? And rough childhood, whatever, with the family. But you used to just spend all your time just roaming the streets or going to house parties. And like, boys follow footy.
Yeah. Big footy fan.
So you know Andrew Fafita?
Yeah.
Yeah. He I grew up with him and his twin brother. Like we were in the area.
Oh,
He's from the
shit.
area. He was just into my high school.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, him and his twin brother. And I'll never forget. There was this one house party. Another group of guys from a different area came to crash the house party, and then they just started fighting out the front. Right, this school, about 10 of them started fighting. 10 of them. It was an all-in brawl.
Jesus.
And then Andrew Fafita walks out, steps out the door, just opens the front door and goes, "All right, who's on?" And then just goes down.
Because he's a big boy. Like you, obviously. So Kush and Manny may not know who this is, but he's a big front rower rugby league player. He's a big boy,
and he has an identical twin brother.
So there's two big boys.
There's two big boys.
Yeah, dude, his twin brother was missing his front teeth, but all of high school, still had the hottest girlfriend because he was just that cool. But Fafita walks down, someone takes a swing at him, and he moves back and dodges it, not even trying.
Yeah.
And then he just uppercuts this guy, and he goes into the air, off his feet,
Jesus.
frozen like a log, and then hits the ground, and then the fight was over. 9 of the other dudes stopped and went fuck and legged it. It was crazy.
To be fair, if I'm there watching that and I see a guy just get fucking, cleaned up, I'm running. When he's midair, I'm already gone.
Soul left his body. It was crazy. And he was just laughing. And his twin brother's there with no front teeth and his hot girlfriend just laughing as well. It's lunatics the whole time. And growing up out there is wild, man. Wild. You guys need to move into the city. Yeah, I'm fearing for your safety.
No, to be fair, we had a low-key similar story.
Oh, yeah,
house
actually,
party.
yeah, we did, yeah.
We had a house party
really?
one time. Low-key, we had a house party one time. Kush was passed out upstairs.
The man was long gone, he missed all of this.
He was sunk into a sofa chair. What was he saying? He's a god of speed or some shit.
Kush thought he was a god that night.
He was on his ones. And then what happened outside, we looked outside, all of a sudden there's this fucking ring around two people. But it was because one person bumped into the other person.
It was ever the dumbest thing.
But then this guy that got bumped into full rung his boys.
Yeah, so
his boys pulled up in cars. They had knives in the fucking boot. And what'd you do, bro? They full beefed him. But the guy that bumped into him was drunk, so he was willing to take on
it was 10, 15
people.
And he was still willing to. He was about to ulsum. And the thing is, this shows our generation because for 20 minutes they were lined up, they were looking at each other, yelling at each other. And then nothing happened. No one actually fought. No punches were thrown. Nothing happened. But all these guys rocked up from cars and they were ready to fight. And then just nothing happened. And I was why did you bring your boys? Why did we waste our time watching all this shit?
I love it. That's so good. There's a fight going outside. Me on the other hand, I'm I'm the god of speed. And I just go to sleep.
Should have dragged you out there. Maybe you could have thrown.
Flash, baby. Good. That is such a Western Sydney thing as well. People just pulling up in cars and shit.
It was literally it was the meme. It was such a meme of Western Sydney.
Calling the boys,
and the boys came, and the boys did nothing, and I'm fuck, this is we're all
How old are you boys?
mid-20s.
Yeah.
24, 25.
Yeah, you don't want to give your real age over on the pod, obviously. Let's just say 21. All right. So my generation, I'm like 30. I'm also rounding down, but
Fine.
we grew up on we had Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and so obviously Dragon Ball Z was like massive. So I have a theory that because Dragon Ball Z was like the number one show for us growing up, like everyone would wake up early, watch it on Cheese TV. Dragon Ball Z is like a fighting anime. All these, it basically brainwashed everyone to think they were the hardest cunt ever.
Everyone wants to be Goku.
Yeah, everyone thought they were like Super Saiyans, and see how a bunch of cars rock up and didn't do anything. Back when I was growing up, even just a half a car would show up, not half a car, like a car with and they would run through the house. Like people used to rock up to house parties and just raid the house without any thought. Like they'd steal family photos and stuff like that, just run straight through the house from front to back and just grab shit and kick shit as much as they could and then just jump back in their car and leave.
Holy shit.
And
drive-by.
This guy's mates show up and do nothing. Wild to me, man. Western Sydney's gone soft.
One of them came out and started doing Kamehameha, so...
They did the fucking fusion dance. Turned into Gogeta.
The rest of us were just standing there with the hands up, spirit bomb style. Take our energy.
That is so funny. One of them's got a tail just hanging out the back.
They've come to collect the final Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Kush thought he was Majin Buu that night. I feel like we can talk about Western Sydney stories all day, but we'll move it on a bit. Obviously, so like we said, you are a comedy producer, and I'd be interested, how did you get started into that? What was one of the first shows you did? Did you perform beforehand?
Man, it's been so long. To be honest, we've got our 5th year anniversary coming up April 2nd, mid-pod plug. April 20th.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been running comedy shows for 5 years. It started as just one, right? And I was running the bar that I was running this venue, sort of. And then it's like a Chinese restaurant / nightclub, which sounds horrific, which it was. Can't even believe that was happening. We were serving Coles dumplings that we'd cooked, frozen dumplings from Coles. We cooked, the chef cooked them, and people were reviewing our restaurant saying the dumplings are the best they've ever had. It was insane.
It's that easy.
Yeah, dude. Gyoza. And then, I was I tried stand-up a few times, once in Canada, once here. And then I was I was in this Facebook group, Open Mic Sydney, saw that the Wednesday show was closing. So I was like, oh, that means there's 30 comedians that don't have somewhere to go on a Wednesday. That means they'll come here, buy drinks. So I was like, oh, let's open up the Wednesday. I opened up the Wednesday and literally, man, I've got the first sign-up sheet here. Give me a sec.
Bit of memorabilia.
Yeah, I keep all that shit. First ever sign-up, I basically had 7 comedians. One of them didn't show up. And
good start.
he did show up to write his name down, but then just left. Oh, fuck this. Embarrassing. But yeah, man, I had one audience member, which was my bartender's friend. It was so sad. Yeah, you got to start somewhere for sure. And then it just expanded. I just was like, oh, I love this. And then I just kept building it. And then within a month, it was rocking about 20 to 30 audience. But that was all friends and shit. And it was a free show.
Oh, yeah.
I used to me and all the other comedians used to, not all of them, my crew, the Sore Legs Club, we used to stand out the front of the venue and beg people to in. We'd be free comedy, out on the street, fucking desperate as shit. And yeah, man, now I mean, we're 5 years in, and now I'm selling out 5 shows a week, 5 or 6 shows a week. It's
it's insane. Yeah, it's mad growth.
You know what being on the street reminds you of? When you go to Thailand, when you go to Phuket, you go to Bangla Road, and the
free comedy they reckon.
Free drink when you go and watch the bloody ping pong show. You show them the sign and grab their hands to try and get them in.
I don't know if you guys know the Sydney comedy scene, but there's a couple of in-betweeners, if you know what I mean.
Say less. Say less.
We like to focus on the fails here. So, was there any ever times that you saw like a comedian just completely, lose the shit on stage? I'm talking like Kramer style, just throwing slurs and expletives and just losing their mind.
Man, like people don't understand how the open mic scene in Sydney is. I mean, it's not just Sydney, just open mic comedy anywhere. It's it basically is like a mental asylum, but like without walls. And like, yeah, they're lunatics. Like within the first year of running like comedy shows, I put in a psych ward twice.
Jeez.
I wrote 3 character references for comedians that like had just broken the law, speeding and stuff. Like,
Oh my God.
it's just I mean, I'm glad that like now that the shows are better, like professional now, it's like I don't deal with that as much. But it still happens, dude. They'll still they'll just cruise down, or like the messages I get are insane. Got this message from a guy the other day that was like, like a weeks ago. It's like, he's playing a character, right? His style is to play a character, but he messages me in the character. So like, he's
Method acting.
yeah, he's good. But like, yeah, it is mentally unstable. And he's never done stand-up before, but I don't think he has. But he's just like, hey, let me come on your shows. I've seen Hughesy perform there. You know what I mean? But like, what are we talking about? Like, and this guy's like wearing a MAGA hat and like doing a character. Like,
It sounds like the Sydney version of Joker. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it does, eh?
Like, damn.
because see, the thing is, the Joker, like that Joker film, he's an introvert.
Yeah.
This guy is so extrovert. He thinks, yeah, it's very similar to the Joker, but like this guy has the confidence that the Joaquin Phoenix Joker could never have. Like, he's just out. Yeah, the Joker comes out of his mind.
Yeah.
This guy is already.
At least we know what we're doing for the sequel. We're good.
This guy, if he ever sees this, he's gonna love it. Like that's gonna be his the fact that I shouted him out. Essentially, he's gonna lose.
He's gonna come after us now.
Yeah, he's gonna start like narrowing it down. He's like Western Sydney.
We live in Perth.
Yeah.
Western Sydney? No. Western Australia.
We are the biggest
Yes,
Melbourne-based
we can say
podcast.
Oh man, there's so many good stories about that. The start of open mic. There was a guy who had to move states. There's a guy. Oh yeah, you guys know Maxi, right?
Yeah.
So Maxi, I saw King Max. I saw him at doing like DJing at an open mic, and then I like, come do that at my show. And then I started building more shows, and then I got him into Neil, and now the dude's like doing like 2,000 people with Neil at like over a weekend and stuff. I'm like, God, he's too big for me now. I've lost him. Like, I've created a freaking monster. Out of control. Chicks are coming up to him on the street and they're just like, "Are you that guy from TikTok that doesn't blink?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's mental, man. It is so mental. Like to watch his progression is, but like, yeah, man. Like, see, there is success stories." And like, there's way more failure stories.
And then there's the mental cases.
Yeah.
A few more questions here, Chillzy. When I Googled your actual real name, Anthony Skinner, on LinkedIn, it says you're a spiritual director, speaker, life coach, producer, and co-host of the Typology podcast, over 18 million downloads, and principal and co-creator of the Shama Way devotional and meditation app. It says, through people and one-on-one processes, Anthony helps people recover their hearts and souls in a way that empowers them to better show up their lives, God and others. So my question to you is, are you a New or Old Testament man? And how can you help 3 lads who have lost their way find our path to God today? Because this is really the real reason we brought you on.
I also now understand why you buy the jewelry. I get it.
It gives you good spiritual energy.
I love that. That's sick. Yeah, man. Look, I found God when I was young, and no, I'm Old Testament. You know what I mean? Like
Classics.
Old faithful.
classic. Yeah. I mean, they're all Old Testaments now, aren't they? But
He's not wrong there.
Not wrong at all. But I mean, yeah, I think it's really hard to say. But I mean, whoever that guy is, was that one person, dude?
He was one person.
Oh my God.
Doing well for himself.
He's doing very nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he is, because you can put whatever you want in your description on LinkedIn. Like he's none of that. It's just like, this is what I want to be.
Hey, don't say we're having the actual Anthony Skinner on next week. So
And then you just play my
yeah.
me riffing him next to it. Yeah, he's probably got more hair than me. But,
We'll see. We'll
that is
see.
hilarious. Imagine what that guy does day to day. Like that's like spiritual healing, all of that shit. Imagine like you guys are busy as it is, like just with life. I'm busy. Can you imagine if that was your day to day? Like all of those things, you had to spin those plates all at once.
I think
insane, dude.
He says, yeah, spiritual director, speaker, life coach, producer. Just a lot of words of saying he's unemployed. So
Yeah, it's saying, please hire me.
He's got the overlay on his photo. Looking for work.
Yeah, potential TEDx speaker, but nothing else. Yeah.
Final question. So we did actually Google your name, and it came up with an SMH article saying a young 21-year-old man sneaks into a Miley Cyrus concert. Chillzy, please tell us through that story. How did you do it?
One, I'm a massive fan of Miley Cyrus.
Nothing wrong with that, sir.
I love this. Yeah, before she was like loose and taking drugs and stuff. It's like Disney.
Yeah,
Hannah Montana era.
Hannah Montana era, yeah.
Party in the USA
just
period.
After Hannah Montana, I didn't even know that Hannah Montana was on. I want that on the record. So, so I went to the concert. I went. So I went around the back, like to the loading bay, to see the difference in crowd from the start when she was barely known to like now when she was like popular.
Yeah.
And like the crowd had like 3x, 3x, 4x. Now speaking like that, it's professional speaker guy. 3x your portfolio. you in ETH, bro?
Let me put you on NFT.
Dude, yeah, mint my own head. And then I walked through the car park, and then I saw this door that was like ajar, and it looked like it led to like Ace Arena, which is probably now named something else.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this will be hilarious. Open it, and it's like who that drives the little Zamboni.
Oh, yeah.
Zamboni,
Yeah.
you know, so it drives that little like concrete cleaner, the car, and there's a high vis vest, boots. What else was in there? High vis boot, yeah, a bin. So I put the boots on; they fit. Size 9, this dude. And then I put the high vis vest on. I took my jumper off. Took my shoes off. Put them in a garbage bag and put them in the bin. And then like I walked the bin, like I from the car park down through the car park out onto the street and then through the crowd. And in my mind, and I mean this sounds psycho because also I wasn't filming, like it was for content.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I thought if this happens, I'll walk through the crowd and when he goes, "Where's your pass?" I'm like, "Oh no," and it'll be a funny.
Yeah.
As soon as I get there, the dude's like, "In you get," and I'm like, "Oh shit, oh shit!" I'm like, "Fuck," and then I'm walking this bin down the loading zone, and yeah, I'm just like, "Oh fuck." It's like I'm in too deep immediately. Like, yeah, it was just like, "Oh shit," and there's no way out. I didn't realize until I was in there, like. Oh, you can't just be like, nah, jokes.
I'm done with this prank. Let me head.
Yeah, no, sorry, man. I'm dressed as like I'm wearing a cleaner's uniform and pushing a bin as a joke. That doesn't cross your mind. No one's gonna believe you. It's gonna sound like a cleaner trying to get out of work.
Couldn't take a sickie.
Yeah. Hey, boys, just kidding. This is just all a prank, and it's like, dude, it's like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at night. Of course, it's not a prank. But yeah, so I started. I walked the bin down, like 200 people deconstructing this huge stage, like and production, and then I just started like cleaning up.
True method acting right here. Just get too absorbed in the role.
that was so in character. Because I was like, had no choice. Like, what's more sus? A cleaner just walking around, or a cleaner cleaning? Like, dude, it's so embarrassing.
The commitment to the role is unreal.
I love it.
Commitment, always commit fully. Hopefully, I don't get a role as a killer. But yeah, man. Like, so I started like I had all my my shoes because I was wearing this dude's boots and my jumper all in like a garbage bag, and I was moving that garbage bag around and just never putting it in the bin. But like, it had all my shit in it. And then I went and picked up. I opened up. So I'm down the hallway where the green rooms are.
Yeah.
There's a green room for the supporting act, and Chris Lilly's in there.
Oh wow.
This is a funny story. I don't know why he was in there. He wasn't on the show. Like he was just there hanging out with. Maybe he was dating one of the DJs. It was beforehand, but yeah, I'm in there and I'm like, oh shit, it's Chris. And like I've got a sweeper, like a dustpan and broom, but like one of those clean ones, like a long one. So I'm in there just like sweeping up. There's almost no rubbish in there. I'm just in there like, hey guys, just got to clean up, and I'm just over-explaining everything I'm doing. so I'm just like, just got to clean up in here. Just got to grab this rubbish, and like, because I'm obviously nervous as shit.
Yeah.
I'm having a panic attack while I'm doing this. I see Miley's mum in the other room. Oh, dude, get this. So where Miley's after party thing is, like the green room sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's like 4 security guards out the front. And I'm cleaning up. I'm cleaning up from about 11 p.m. till I got out of there at 1 p.m. 1 a.m., sorry. I literally cleaned up for like 3 hours, dude.
Free labor.
You at least get paid for this.
Why would there only be one cleaner for Acer Arena? What the fuck was anyone thinking? Yeah, don't worry, guys. I got this. Everyone take the day off. I got it. Yeah. 15,000 people like were just in the venue, and I'm like, oh, I'll cover this.
I got this. All good.
Ridiculous. Yeah. But yeah, so these guards are guarding the door, and like I'm bringing them water. I'm chatting with them.
Yeah.
We're having a great time. It's so ridiculous. And then like Miley Cyrus's manager is like this massive manager. He manages like Madonna or Will.i.am, all this shit.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah, big dog. And he comes down, he starts walking down the hallway, and then goes, he's like, hey, where's this guy's lanyard? Like, where's this guy's
here we go.
access pass? And the security guards, because I've been I brought him water and I was hanging with him, they go, oh, he's been cleaning all day. It's all literally covered for me.
That's so
what a
good.
G.
Yeah. And it's like, all right. And then I swap into my chucks again and everything. Miley walks, the show ends, like the after party ends, everyone leaves. Miley and her friend walk down the hallway, and as they're walking past, I'm like, like the guard blocks the doorway that I'm in. I was in that fucking green room where Chris Lilly was, and then putting my shoes and shit on, and then so he blocks the doorway, and she looks in, and I'm like, hey, like bitched it hard. And it's like, hey, and then I went in the green room, and there was a phone attached. I remember there was a phone left on charge in there.
Yeah.
So I grabbed it and I walked it back, and as I'm walking it down there, like guards. The guards that were guarding the door were like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, someone left their phone. And then a friend comes out and grabs it. And then like I was like, shit.
Oh, that was your chance.
And I realized well, this is the thing. She hasn't taught here since this story. So it's not exactly, it's not great. Because I mean, this is the beauty of it, right? So then afterwards I leave and I posted a photo that I had of myself in the green room saying like, did just dress as a cleaner sneak backstage at Miley Cyrus. But my phone was on like 1%. I posted it. All my friends work in nightclubs and stuff. I used to be a nightclub promoter. So like 1 a.m. when I posted this thing, all of them were up.
Yeah.
So then all of them just started like liking it and sharing it around and stuff like this. This is before you could share things on Instagram properly.
Yeah. And
like they just started like screenshotting and sending it to everyone. And then my phone dies. I get on the train home. I think I called a cab. And then I wake up in the morning, dude. There's just like millions like of messages and stuff like that. Like globally viral. Like people are just like asking me questions. Everyone's asking questions. I'm freaking out. was like, oh, geez, doing interviews with BBC and all this crazy shit. And
The police are at your door.
yeah, man, it was so lucky that they said comedian, you know, instead of like stalker.
It's a fine line.
Yeah, dude, because like realistically, it's one word away being like arrested, essentially.
Aspiring cleaner.
Aspiring cleaner.
Yeah, aspiring cleaner. Aspiring cleaner. That's awesome.
You really wanted to dust the set.
He's working pro bono.
Yeah, dreamer. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Oh, aspiring. Oh, man, God. That's hilarious.
That is a great story.
Cleaner. It just went nuts. It was like in every country, everywhere, all over the world.
That's maybe next time a big artist comes out, we should try it as well. The Chillzy method of getting famous. All right, boys. Our game this week is Bullslut. Chillzy, you said that you've seen some of us play the Bullslut before. So if you don't know, I'm going to give you guys some categories. You're going to be pitted head to head. I'll give you a category. You're going to say how many of those in the category you can name. And if you think the other person is bullshitting, you can just say Bullslut, and the other person will be forced to name. And if they get it, they'll get the point. If not, you will get the point. That was so convoluted.
Within 30 seconds.
Within 30 seconds as well.
We'll play it and you'll figure it out.
We'll let Kush and Manny, who are experts in this game, they'll play it first, and then Chillzy, you'll see how it goes. So, boys, Kush, Manny, your topic is breakfast items. And how many breakfast items can you name in 30 seconds? I'm seeing panic already in Miguel's eyes.
The thing about this game is I'm historically, I know you're saying experts, but experts is a very loose term set.
You're actually probably the worst.
I'm historically
Kush
quite bad.
An expert in throwing a ridiculous number and never meeting it.
Yeah.
I want to see on Kush's LinkedIn, Bullslut expert.
No context, just a Bullslut expert.
Endorse me in Bullslut.
Yeah. I'll endorse you.
There you go. All right, Kush, how many breakfast items?
Healing courses.
How many can you name, Kush?
Breakfast items, like we're talking about stuff we can
Eat for breakfast.
Yeah, okay. Just
Stop
items.
stalling.
Yeah, no, all right. 13.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know how to play this game. I'll never learn. All right.
13.
Then, you know what, man? You know what? I think I could probably get 13.
Yeah, there you go. So what are you going to do, Nick?
14.
I want to see Cushy do it.
Oh, Manny said 14. All right, Kush, can you beat 14?
Talking about historically, can I just say Manny historically has always been a bitch. He always does one
never
up.
plays.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's like 13, 14.
Just one up.
Yeah. All right, you know what? I'll go 15.
And I will go Bullslut. You're right. I don't
All right,
like playing the
Kush.
games. 15.
You sneaky dogs.
Okay.
All right, Chillzy, we'll need you to do some quality control as well. If he names something that isn't a breakfast, I don't want you to call him out on it. All right, because Kush is known for saying some rogue things, trying to throw us up. He'll be naming things quickly and he'll chuck a random one in there, see if he notices. He's a sneaky bastard like that.
Slides a few sneaky in.
Exactly.
I've always known Kush is the sneakiest.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Kush, you're
Everyone in the podcast game knows.
everyone
Kush is the
Renowned.
sneakiest dog.
renowned. Your sly dog. Your 30 seconds starts now.
Yeah, porridge, cereal, toast, brekkie rolls,
Go on.
fruit,
Yeah, 5.
10 more.
LeBron James,
15 more seconds.
oh god,
LeBron James.
13 seconds.
orange juice,
Yeah, fine. 6.
God, man,
8
why is
seconds.
this so hard? Cornflakes, I already said cereal.
Cereal. 4 seconds.
Oh man, I'm completely mind blank. Oh, I'm done.
And your time is up.
Why do you start with 13? Why do you start with such a high number?
I feel confident.
Confidence is half the game.
Yeah, I know. I realize.
Just to be clear, you feel twice like you're so confident. You're double your ability.
Yeah, no, I have an insecurity problem. So.
Like 250% confident in yourself to your actual ability.
No, because here's the thing. This is what I was going to do. I'm a fan of a big breakfast. So I was going to name the items I get
Individual?
on a big breakfast.
Yeah, I would have
But he
allowed that.
started 13.
Oh wait, you would have
What
allowed
are you
that.
doing? You go cornflakes, fucking
different types of cereals. Wheat
Whatever that is,
Bix.
rice bubbles.
Would you have
You,
allowed
know,
that?
you do wheat bix.
Oh, I think I would've
Each
allowed that.
cereal. You don't group them all together and then lose the group. Dude.
I would have said like 30 then. I could have easily gone it.
Well, that's on
Come
you.
off
You
it.
started with the group. You don't start with the group.
Okay, that's
So
just-
individual.
I was also thinking,
Break it down. Sausage, eggs.
Yeah.
no, it's eggs, right?
Fucking-
Scrambled, poached.
Eggs is also
sunny side up.
Yeah, I would have allowed that as well. 'Cause that's different things, right?
all right, relax.
Yeah.
Breakfast experts.
Sourdough, what? Tip top.
I'll make sure to endorse that on LinkedIn.
All right, so Manny will take the point with that first one there. He's proud of himself. All right, this time Manny will be taking on Chillzy. And very Sydney-centric episode this week. So your category is, how many Sydney suburbs can you name in 30 seconds? Chillzy, we'll start with you.
I'm going to go 9.
9, okay.
10.
You can go a bit higher than that, boys. Come on.
How many did you say? 11.
11.
15.
Ooh, now this is a Migs I haven't seen before.
Bullslut.
Oh,
we played him.
all right. 15 Sydney suburbs in 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Hornsby, Thornley, Normanhurst, Pennant Hills, Cheltenham, Beecroft, Epping, Eastwood, Ryde, West Ryde, North Ryde,
10,
Chatswood, Artarmon,
11,
Killara,
14.
Seven Hills.
Chillzy's gone. He's killed it. It's done. It's over.
He's left.
The ref has called it. Chillzy's
This is the greatest tactic
by
ever.
knockout. Manny, that
He
is.
used the train line, right?
Use the train.
Use the
I
train.
used
I was
the
going to say,
train.
you were just naming the northern line going down towards Chatswood.
100% Ride, West Ride. That's fucking.
Don't forget North Ryde. That's a beauty.
Oh, my
North Ride,
days.
South Ride. That's not even a place, but it sounds like it is. That's a cool. Oh my god! I should have fucking said 30.
I was going to say, this one was the one that I was expecting a high number
Yeah.
for. You can rattle these often. Once you get in the mood, you can just go. You can go.
Yeah, because we
I
did
know,
train
but
stations
like-
once. Kush got what? How many?
27 train
Yeah.
stations in 30 seconds.
That
So
was
that's the
my only
benchmark.
moment ever in Bullslut.
That's why he always goes these ridiculous numbers.
Yeah,
How much? How many of them were actually train stations? Then?
they all were right.
He named 33, 27 were right, so we gave it to him.
Dude, that's like 1 a second, dude. That's
He was
insane.
He was actually quite dude. The man, he started like convulging. His eyes like rolled up. He was like having a fit as he was naming them. It was insane.
Satan took over.
Yeah, the exorcism. Of
Yeah.
course, but
Uh,
you know what? Like you threw that at me, and the reason I said 9 is, man, I live in the city. Things are going pretty well, but for me, I haven't been on
nice.
in like years, dude. In like since pre-COVID, dude, I haven't been on public transport.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, Mig's gonna fucking get it.
some
He's,
weak
like,
excuses
constantly
here
on
from
the bus.
Chillzy. Man flexes on us first by saying that he lives in the city and he's better than us.
And then he wants us to have sympathy for him.
Exactly. Well, no, can't have it both ways, Chillzy.
I'm aware. I'm a sore loser.
All right, this time you can take on the other sore loser, Kush. All right, so Manny's currently on 2 points. We'll let the losers go at each other.
Yeah.
Boys, how many comedy movies can you name in 30 seconds?
Comedy films.
Comedy
Or
films.
Does that include specials and stuff?
Like stand-up specials? All right, I'll allow it.
You have to name the special.
But you'll have to name. You can't be like, oh, Jim Jeffries,
Jeffries
Aziz Ansari. Yeah, you got to name. Give me the name of the special.
I can name the actual specials. Let's go, baby.
So movies and specials.
Movies and specials. I'm gonna go 20.
Kush, you're a film expert.
Kush is our film
Films is
expert,
included.
Sweat. I'm watching him sweat over there.
But not a comedy film expert. That's the problem.
Dude, how many Adam Sandler films can you name? Ben Stiller, Will Ferrell.
Oh, dearie me. You know what? 22.
Let's go. All right, Chillzy. Can you beat 22?
You are out of your mind.
Film expert. Film expert.
Dude, yeah. I love that this game is designed purely on one-upping each other. And even if you can't, you just have to say a higher number. Like, I don't even think I can name 20, but I just wanted to see Kush have to go 21.
Look, I ain't no bitch, and it's always going to be like in every game.
Let's go. All right, Chillzy. Can you one-up him?
23.
23. All right. So 23. Yeah,
No,
all right.
23. Bullslut.
Bullslut. All right, Chillzy. 23 comedy movies or stand-up specials in 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Talladega Nights, Anchorman, Anchorman 2, Dodgeball, Paper Tiger, Bill Burr, Paper Tiger, Jim Jeffries, Free Dumb, Jim Jeffries, Alcoholocaust, Tom Segura, Ball Hog, Tom
8,
Segura, Disgraceful,
9,
Dave Chappelle, The Closer, Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones, Dave Chappelle, Equilibrium,
12,
Fuck.
5 seconds left.
Shit. Is that 30 seconds?
No, we got 3 more seconds.
Fuck.
And he is done. How many did we get, boys?
I think it was 13.
Around 13.
It's an impressive effort. I'll give him that. That was decent.
I think the comedy specials got to you because it's the names,
It's the
right?
names.
Dave
The
Chappelle and
names,
something
yeah.
else.
You started strong. You did all the Will Ferrell movies, and you were
Yeah.
going hard. I'm like, oh, this could be on. And then
Yeah.
you went for the specials, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna slow you down because you got to say all the names.
There's so few comedy films, like realistically. Like, when was the last one you've seen? Like, yeah.
Grown
it's
Ups,
crazy.
I think was the last one I saw a few weeks ago.
Boy in striped pajamas.
Schindler's List. No, I'm kidding. No.
Human Centipede.
Oh, man. My favorite comedy.
So Kush somehow gets the win there. We'll give him that. All right. So we'll go back around for round 2. So now it's back to Manny versus Kush. And boys, yours is Instagram filter names. So when you put the old story up, you put a filter on. These are essentially just city names, but I'll allow it.
I feel like this is a bit unfair. I don't really use Instagram that much.
It says the you put a
You
story
put
up.
more stories than me.
Yeah, but I don't put filters.
Well, that's a you decision.
Sounds like a you problem, Kush.
Yeah, okay, my knowledge is weak.
Should Kush.
I gave you a hint.
Talking about it, Kush, and you really should be using
4.
That's why we got this whole pod going. We've actually this is an intervention.
Yeah. I was just turned on Kush.
What are we doing?
I will say 4.
4.
Oh, that is. I can name one off the top of my head right now, and that's really it.
Do 5, I reckon.
Yeah, of course I'm going to say 5 because it's me, so I'm going to have to say 5.
I'll give you hints. A lot of these are just cities.
Shut
right?
up.
He needs all the help he gets.
So cities are. Oh, okay, right. Well, 5,
6.
7,
8.
9.
Bullslut.
Okay. All right.
All right.
You got the ego out. Let's
Got the
take it
ego
back.
out. All right. 30 seconds to name as many Instagram filters. Kush, you said 9. Your time starts now.
Sepia.
Nope.
Ah, shit. Sydney, Los Angeles,
1.
New York, Paris,
3.
Germany, Austria,
Nope.
London,
Nope.
purple, black and white, grayscale.
Nope.
Oh god,
5 seconds.
dear, I don't know my filters. How many did I name actually? Then
You got 3, which is, you know what? That's impressive.
That's kind of impressive
Your time's
for
up.
me.
You said 9. You got 3.
Yeah.
For a man who said he knew only 1, I will say that's decent. Manny, name the other ones.
I don't know. Oslo, Jakarta, Buenos Aires.
Yep.
I couldn't name 9.
I love how the one that I thought I knew was sepia and that wasn't a filter.
Not an Instagram filter, at
9
least.
filters, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? I love that Kush just literally shoots for the fucking stratosphere and always falls short. Never
I respect it highly. I respect it
Yeah.
so highly.
He refuses to win.
He likes to lose.
Oh, days. All right.
Shit.
Next up, it's Manny versus Chillzy. And boys, yours is clothing items. So anything you can wear on your body, outside at least,
Oh,
without getting looked at weirdly.
no, I was thinking about it. All right, let's go. I can go maybe like 15, 20, 15.
15. Okay.
All right, 15.
16.
16. Manny says 16. Chillzy.
17.
There we go.
18.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
20.
Here you go. +2.
Bullseye,
Kush over
bro.
there, he's loving he loves it when something.
If Kush was here, he would say 35.
He's like, yeah.
All right, Chillzy, he's called
Bullslut.
Bullslut on you. So you have 30 seconds to name 20 clothing items. Your time starts now.
Jeans, jean shorts, chinos, boots, sneakers, flats, thongs, Havianas, earrings, necklaces, hair tie, jacket,
Yeah, all right.
denim jacket, leather jacket,
Yep.
What are we on?
14.
shirt, singlet,
Yep.
muscle tee,
Yep. Got 5 seconds.
undies.
Oh, okay.
That's
Getting
it.
close.
I think.
That's
13.
it.
Yeah, that's 13. He's got
Perfect.
it.
Yep.
He's done it.
He's done it.
Oh,
That was clutch.
I thought he lost it when he started going for hair accessories rather than tops, like a t-shirt.
Yeah, I went from hair tie to fucking t-shirt.
You lost me there with the hair tie. I got frazzled. But no, I think you had about a second left to spare. So well done.
Unreal.
That was Chillzy is on the board,
I like
boys.
that.
Yeah.
So what's that? Chillzy has 1. Kush has 1. You have
3.
3. Jesus.
Jesus.
Nerd
That's
shit.
all right.
And finally,
I'm going to take Migs down a peg when I rattle off some DJ.
Oh, here we go.
I can't wait for that. But for the final round of the game, we
Come
got
second, is it?
to come second.
Yeah.
So Manny has taken first. So this is a straight shootout between Kush and Chillzy to take second. Boys, name the countries that England have invaded. How many can you name in 30 seconds?
All of them.
Yeah, you can probably
I will
name
not
any.
accept that as an answer.
Oh god,
Shit.
this is a tough one.
I mean, I can get like, maybe like 6 or 7. I'm not good with geography, man. Like I said, I don't even catch public transport. Literally, you know how like there was the 2 kilometer radius during COVID?
Yeah.
I don't even need the 2Ks. I just need the 1 kilometer.
Fucking must be
Must be
nice.
nice.
I could only see like 2 people in that radius.
No, but yeah, I mean, I'm such a, all my world exists within a 1K radius. I'm so busy, but fucking countries, eh, man?
Saying 6.
I'm going to go 8. Let's go 8.
8. All right. Kush.
Can I beat 8? Can I
What you
beat
got,
8?
Cushy? 47, I bet. Well, look
I'm gonna go 9.
He's going 9.
Dude, don't do this to me. I shouldn't have been. I really should have stayed sober last night.
That's right. Kush isn't sober now, so it's fine.
Yeah, dude. 10.
Bullslut.
10. All right, here we
Bullslut.
go. So we have a list of all the countries that have been
Hoping you
invaded.
love me.
We have the official list. And
That there's an official list out there.
Yeah, this is an official list. It's held by the Queen.
oh my days. Okay, Jesus, sorry.
Calls a-
So we have the list.
We have the list.
I will say you should get 10.
You should easily get. Was it 9 or 10?
I'm a 10.
10.
10.
Say
All right.
10.
Yeah, you should. You should get 10. To be honest, we've seen the list.
Pressure's on.
So, Chillzy, 10 countries in 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Australia, New Zealand, Paris, France. Paris is France.
That's 3.
That's 3.
Berlin, Germany,
That's 4.
China, Japan,
That's 5.
Indonesia, Papua New Guinea.
Yep. Actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay, shit.
What am I thinking of?
All right, you got 5 seconds left.
3 more.
3 more.
3 more.
5 seconds. England, Ireland,
Yep.
Scotland,
Yes.
Greenland.
And he's got there.
the land.
He's just got it.
He's
He's
got it.
actually got there. As the time expires. That is unreal.
So, boys, I will level with you. I have found a list of all the countries Britain has ever invaded.
Yeah.
It's a list of countries
it
that
all
they
of them?
haven't invaded. And the list they haven't invaded is only like 20 countries.
Only 20 countries.
So really, you could have just
You could have
started
named
naming
anything
any
in the world and
countries
you would have won.
and they would have counted. Because you're not naming Luxembourg, Monaco, Marshall Islands, Vatican
Paraguay.
City.
Oh, damn.
So any 10 countries is fair game.
I think I might have said one that's probably on the list. Papua New Guinea, did they?
Nah, we
No,
checked.
we checked it. They've been invaded. So
They've really reached around, haven't they, England?
I mean, yeah, it's not a segment on this pod, the reach around.
it is. It is. And
It's also our favourite pastime.
Hopefully we can get the Queen on and we'll be like, so why'd you invade all those countries?
But what was your rarest moment? Lizzie, what was your rarest moment?
Invading Papua New Guinea.
marrying my cousin, should probably say. So that brings us to the end of the game. Manny takes it out with 3. Chillzy, the guest, has
place.
beaten Kush to second with 2 points. And Kush, come on, mate.
It's not an achievement beating me, just putting it out there. Honestly.
How dare you fucking take this from me?
You are the expert. He was going to endorse you, and now you have to endorse him.
Yep. That's it.
I thought we were producer buddies, and now I'm just getting thrown under this bus here. You're just like, that's nothing, man. It means nothing. I let you win. Shut up.
He's a sore loser.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so am I. We are cut from the same cloth.
But we'll give you a chance, Chillzy, to just plug whatever you want right now. Just a quick little cheeky plug.
Dude, just follow me on Instagram at Chillzy because that's where I'll roll through all my content, my promo. You'll see all clips from the stand-up shows I do and the content that the comedians in the city are putting out. I usually share it to my stories. I've actually got, I'm working on a project at the moment, which I'll come into the studio with you boys when that's ready to promote with my co-host. I'm building this dating cast. We did a few practice apps. It's going to pop called Hoglo.
That's a quality name. That's a quality name.
Hoglo, yeah. My co-host Veronica is absolute smoke show, coolest chick ever, and she was Miss Universe and stuff like that.
Oh,
run her up, and
she's more than welcome to come to our studio.
Personal invite from Sen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I bet all the boys will be in the studio.
Rohit will free all of a sudden.
Cancelling his own wedding. Arranged. And we did a few apps, man, and I think it's gonna be real cool. So it's gonna be my friends, which are comedians, and then her friends, which are just essentially to stereotype Bondi smoke shows.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, she's got really intelligent, really cool friends. Just so I can send this to her. But she's got cool friends that are her sister even has a date that is a date story that's so bad that it inspired the entire podcast. So that'll be rolling through and soon. But just follow at Chillzy, man, on Instagram, and you'll see everything there. And obviously, as the boy said, see me partying last night.
And your DJ names for Manny. You said you have a list.
Yeah,
let's give it to us.
Yeah,
I'm in desperate need.
Yeah, dude. All right, so I want to talk about this because one, Max is gotten too big for his fucking boots now, so I want to get DJs soon. Yeah, he's a size 6.
There's a lot of Max slander this week.
Max was a lovely fella.
Yeah, exactly.
You have no idea how much I love Max. And the boy needs a woman that can respect him. I was trying to wingman him on the weekend, but dude, so where are you at with the money? Are you actually starting to try and DJ, or what are we doing?
So I've gotten it out of the box. There's progress there. I've gotten the decks out of the box. I've played around with it.
God, wait. Already stop. Where the fuck? What have you brought? Have you got an all-in-one set up?
I've bought the Pioneer DJJ 400. The internet told me it was the go.
Yep.
I trust the internet, as I should always with all these facts. I've gone out of the box. I've installed the default software. I've pirated 3 songs that have the fucking, when you pirate a song, the website says their name at the start.
Freshhits.com.
Yeah,
Audio jingle.
Yeah. So I downloaded Dior by Pop Smoke, but half of it is audiocity.com or .rz or some shit. So I'm trying to mix those.
.net. Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, you want to hear something funny, right? So Anthony Locascio, a great stand-up comedian, started with me. We did a run through of his hour, which, to be fair, got about 6 people COVID about 6 months ago or whatever. But,
says it with his chest.
He's doing this whole production, and I'll get you boys down when it's during the Sydney Comedy Festival to see it. But it's going to be at Factory Theatre. He was doing this thing with all the lights and stuff. There's a few audio cues, so music plays in the background, over some stories, real gently. And he was freaking out before the show. He's the license is $40 a song or $300 for unlimited access.
Jesus.
And I was it's just the trial, don't worry. So he made a full fucking scene on the screen that's at the start of the show that's I'm a poor comedian, so if you hear audiobeat.com, just please try to ignore it.
It's the hustle. Yeah. It's the hustle.
The hustle's hard. So through his show, every time a song would start, it would it doesn't, because it never comes in right at the top. It waits a few seconds, so you don't get the good bit of the track. So a story, he'll be in a story, and he'll be an emotional story, and then he'll take a beat, and then as he pauses, it just happened to line up. As he pauses, it goes audiobeat.com. every song, every time any music played, and Max was there losing it because Max only had the track with the audio beat. He couldn't get the.
Look, audio beats are making dreams come true.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So Migs, what are we doing? So we got the speak to Max. Maxie will hook you up as well. He'll send you some.
I've had a yarn with Max.
More songs.
He's given me a few tips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
He's such a sweetheart. He's giving fucking everyone tips, even like Migs. He barely takes a fucking Dex out of the box.
I would love Max's tip.
Like, someone could say they once had a dream that they were a DJ, and Max would just run through how to do it. Like,
Sweet.
He's a kind soul.
He's a kind soul.
Yeah.
But yes.
the kind of soul, but also very racist. People don't know this about him.
So he fits in with Kush.
Yeah, man. Like the things he says about Neil behind his back, it is it's real tough to work with him. But, I mean, what can you do? He's so good at what his job.
Back to the DJ names.
And enough Max slander.
We had the man in your house, and now here we are. Anyway, DJ names, Chills, please.
All right. So Migs. All right. So I've got Mig City.
Ooh.
All right.
Don't mind that.
Got a Miggy. Got a Siggy.
Oh, that plays.
Plays. Critty Miggy.
Ooh, fuck.
Dude, bring the pod into the
Pretty
name.
Miggy's drippy.
You gotta bring the pod in. Yeah, Critty Miggy. It works both ways. You start popping off, and then people start coming.
Good for the marketing.
Bring you. That's why you boys like it. Bring you up.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
All right.
Swedish House Mig.
I feel like there might be a little copyright on that one. There might be a little teething issues on that one.
Filipino house mix? Is
Dead
that
Mig
what?
5. Dead Mig 5.
Dead Mig 5.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I mean, Dead Mouse might have a few things to say.
Again, that's another
That's
copyright.
another copyright in issue. She'll be right.
I mean, the pod's going well. You can afford a lawsuit.
By Swedish House Mafia in Dead Mouse. We have the funds to do that.
Right, they're disbanded or whatever. There's like one of them's a sex pest, probably. But all of them. But,
Whoa.
Hey.
Just because Rohit's not here doesn't mean you have to expose his pestiness.
yeah. I think Kush is just happy all of you jumped in on that one.
Yeah.
And this is the last one
Here
of
we
my
go.
favorite. Make a Miggy great again.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'll get my fellow racist.
Get a hat.
Yeah.
Nice
You got the merch ready. You got the merch ready. You got the red hat. Make a Miggy great again. You got Maxi D, helping you because
I think I like
make
it.
Miggy great again.
What's your favorite mix out of all those?
I'm going to have to sit on it. Maybe Filipino house mafia could be good. That could be a good one.
I really like Miggy Critty.
Of course you do.
I like it as well.
I really like that.
Pretty Miggy.
You fucking leeches. Of course you do.
I'm saying, dude, integrate, the podcast into your DJing career.
Well,
It's-
instead of that,
Leeches, you've just taken the decks out of the box. Dude. What are you talking about?
they know I have this natural born talent, this untapped potential.
He's already playing. I mean, everyone on this podcast believes that they are going to fucking hit the moon, which I love. Yeah, we're going.
We believe in ourselves.
All of us are.
Exactly.
Because if we don't, who else will?
I'm going to say it right now. All of us, but mostly Kush, believe in themselves way too much. So you got to dream big, boys, for sure. But,
Gotta dream.
I mean, don't get disheartened when you don't reach it, Kush.
Yeah.
Maybe listeners at home, write in, tell us which one's your favorite.
Yeah, we'll put up a poll. Yeah.
We'll let people decide. Vote on Chillzy's names.
Yeah. I'll send them to you so we can put them up.
Yeah.
All right, lovely. Bring it to an end there. Thank you so much, Chillzy, for coming.
No
listeners,
boys.
we'll
Thank
put
you, brother.
all of Chillzy's links in our description. And Manny, where can listeners find our stuff?
We are everywhere and also nowhere at the same time. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Google Podcasts,
TikTok.
Do Amazon have podcasts?
Sure,
Maybe we're
why
there.
not? Let's
TikTok, Critical Banter and Critical Banter Gaming. Check that a live channel out. What else do we have?
You guys are on the dark web as well, yeah?
Yeah, his name's Kush for a reason. So if you want some, you reach out and we are there. But I think that's everywhere we're at.
Silkiest road.
Oh, I think we'll leave it there before
And with
we
that,
get
we'll
doxed.
see you guys next week.